Hello, hello. I'm Strider, your host here at Author in the Headlights, and I want to thank you for joining us. And if you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button and you won't miss a single episode. Now, today we've got Beth with us, Beth Bacon, and she is a returnee. Welcome back, Beth.
Yahoo! Well, thanks for having me back.
Now, it's been 2 years, something like that, forever, but
Yeah,
we've
I
really
think I
been,
was one of your first interviews when you just started this whole project,
yep.
and it was all brand new. And since then, I've like moved to a different state and
Yeah, you're not a
published a couple of
Washingtonian
books.
anymore. You're in
No longer live
St.
in Washington.
Louis,
I
St.
now live in
Louis.
St. Louis, the Midwest. It's a new place. I've never lived in the middle of the country before, and people here are very friendly.
And you
Yeah.
still write?
I'm still writing. In fact, there's one small publisher in St. Louis, and I am coming out with a book next year with that publisher. Do you want to hear about it?
Tell me.
So first, I'll tell you about the publisher. It's a little small publisher called Reedy Press, spelled Reedy. They publish books like A Thousand Places to Go Before You Die, a lot of travel and history related books, a lot of books about specific cities and restaurants. There's also a series like Hidden, some like the first word is hidden, like Hidden St. Louis or Hidden Missouri or Hidden Kansas, and it talks about you know, just different really interesting places that you can go visit that are maybe not well known. Um, so they do a lot. They're actually one of the few growing publishers because they do a lot of sort of special interest books. The kind of books that, like, if you're looking around for something for your uncle for Christmas and you don't really know anything about them, but you
And
know,
and he doesn't want kids' books?
well,
How's that going to fit in?
and I write kids books.
That's
So
right.
what's this all about? So they, being in St. Louis and being sort of a history and travel focused publisher, they do a lot of books about Route 66. I'm showing this big giant tome. It's like a
Hmm.
coffee table book with all these amazing pictures of all the cool stuff on Route 66.
Oh, yeah.
This is a pre-release copy that I'm showing you.
Dun, dun,
Um,
dun.
Next year, 2026, is the 100th anniversary of Route 66.
Very cool.
Yeah, so that's why they made this big coffee table book.
Hmm.
And they asked me to write a kid's book about Route 66. So
There's the connection I knew
there's a
there was.
connection on to celebrate on the occasion of the 100th birthday of Route 66. Um, so it's not like a kid's version of that book. It's a whole, we reimagined what do kids
Yeah.
want to know about Route 66.
Well, that's
Um,
cool.
yeah, and I actually love traveling. I haven't actually ever traveled all the way from Route 66 from Chicago to LA. But I've been to a lot of different parts because I've taken a lot of road trips. Um, my husband was in the military and we had to move back and forth from the West Coast to the East Coast every 3 years for a course of 20 years. And so we have done a lot of parts of Route 66. So I love traveling. I love traveling by car. I love sort of the style of Route 66. I love going into some place that looks really, really run down, but the food is awesome. So,
Now you're talking. Yeah.
yeah. So anyways, I was really excited to take on this project. And the book's not coming out till next spring, but that's what I've been working on real hard lately.
Okay.
And I would love to tell you what the title is, but they're still trying
But
to
that's
decide.
often the case. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
For those in the know, the title is sometimes the last thing.
Yeah, and so we took a tack. It is a children's book. It's a picture book. And so we looked at people who grew up on or around Route 66 and then grew up to do really interesting things on or around Route 66. So that is the angle. So there are a lot of really interesting
All
people.
right, we'll look forward to that one. And
Yeah.
you just come out with a new series, I Can Read series. You're known for early readers and kids' books.
Yeah.
It's a really early reader.
Yeah, so that is a ebook only series. Um, and it's called I Can Read. And it's another, it actually kind of ties into the Route 66 because it's like a travel theme.
Hmm.
And the idea was if you're driving around town, even if you're just doing errands with your toddler in the car seat and they have an iPad or a phone or some kind of screened device, it's a rhyming picture book about what all the street signs mean. And
Yeah,
actually, it's a series because there's a whole series. One is,
yeah.
you
Along
know,
the road.
along the road.
That's cool. Signs, obvious. That's pretty obvious how that goes
Yeah,
together.
and like I just think street signs are so cool. Like I love the street sign for a ferry terminal. It's like a little boat with a little car driving into it. And one whole book is about street signs that have animals on them.
Animal signs. Hmm.
Yes. And so like, deer crossing or, if you're ever like even, I don't know, near a national park, they have bear crossings and moose crossings and all kinds of fun
You can
animals.
find them.
Yeah, so it also is very much intentionally created to give little folks some of the skills of reading that they're going to need. Things like, oh, there's a picture of a street sign, and then the words below relate to that street sign. And you don't need to be literate to understand these street signs. They have been designed to be understood without being able to read words or requiring to read words. And so matching up what those pictures are in the signs to the words below, kids just start to learn that we use symbols to make meaning.
Now,
And
you're really well known for this already. I mean, the worst book ever, Blank Space. I hate reading. The book no one wants to read. Um, actually, I my wife, as you know, is a elementary school principal, and I took some of those books. Actually, you gave me those books to give to her a couple of years ago, and just the kids love them. I hate reading, the worst
yeah,
book ever. The kids like that. And the way that you put things in there to catch their interest, they have to pick up the book and read it. It's
they're books that like definitely have attitude. Um, and and kids like that,
they do.
lot of books for young kids, like, younger than third grade. I think a lot of authors sort of they're standing up tall and talking down to the kids. And I like to get down on my knees and talk to them eye to eye. I'm not afraid to like challenge the kids. I want the kids to discover it themselves. And to discover things themselves, you can't give them too much information, but just enough for them to figure it out.
Yeah. And you do a great job of it. They're fun. They're short books. They're kids' books, early reading books.
Yeah.
And I said, the kids love them. So you out there, all of you out there, whether you're parents, grandparents, and uncles, aunts, or just, gosh, if you know kids, early readers, get them the books. They're great for school libraries too, as I said. That's just because that's a book kids will pick up and learn to read.
Yes.
Oh, hey Beth, it has been so much fun to have you back. I miss seeing you because, well, you're not here anymore in this end of the world, so we don't bump into each other often. But you got so much energy and it's so much fun. But we're running out of time. We've only got, well, you know how much time we don't have because we've been clicked off before, I think.
Well, thank you so much for having me. It's always super fun talking with you and talking about books and kids and all of.
And all that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is Beth Bacon. And you can connect with her online, of course. You can find her books on DurhamandPublishing.com's bookstore. And you can link to them below on this particular show. And so, Beth, thank you for being with us.
Of course, of course. And thanks for having me anytime. And
All right. We'll have you
congratulations.
back. Let me know when that other one comes out, and we'll do this again.
Yeah, and congratulations for so many years of doing this. You really have
Hey, we're over
tenacity.
100 episodes now.
Wow.
Can you
And
believe that?
I know that I'm in very good company with some really awesome authors. So I am very lucky to be one of your interviewees.
Hey, thanks. And we'll have you back for sure.
Thanks. Okay.
And for those of you out there listening, thanks so much for being with us here at Author in the Headlights. And until next time. And to hear the rest of Beth's interview, stay tuned with us next week here at Author in the Headlights.